really, 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 really tired of. You know what I'm really tired of? Tired of people who can't drive. Lord have mercy. Coming down the road, a couple miles back, probably about 4 miles back. This is a state highway. Truck comes pulling out, turns right, turns so he's gonna be right in front of me. It's a 55 mile an hour zone. He comes pulling out. I see him, I'm coming around the end of the curve, and he can't even keep it in his lane. He's got half his truck over in the other lane, and he comes over into our lane. That's fine. He's doing 44 miles an hour. And then he's back over in that lane. Well, wheels are over the lines. Not just for, like, oops, or like he's trying to text. And then we have people who, they're coming around just a simple curve. By the way, this is Orlinda during the daylight. It's a quaint little quiet town. Anyway, you get people, just a curve, a simple curve, not a hard curve, not a dangerous one. Especially with the trucks, the big, the pickup trucks and the dualies. They absolutely love to have their wheels over on the other side of the road. So say I'm driving like this, coming up on a curve. They'll be a good 6-7 inches over in my lane. I'm coming around a curve, or they're coming around the curve just as I'm fixing to get into it, and we happen to meet at the wrong time, that's going to be a problem. Speed limits. That's another thing. I understand some people are not comfortable driving above the speed limit. I can respect that. I can. I'm not a real big speeder person. I will do about 5 over, sometimes 7. Like that's a 55 mile an hour sign right there. I'll do about 60. But that speed limit is not just a suggestion. I'm sorry, guys. So many people don't realize, they've stopped realizing how heavy a vehicular object on wheels is when it's just sitting there. Put behind it. Oh, I can't even think of my words right now. Velocity. When they hit something. Whether it's an animal, person, another vehicle, doesn't matter. You can kill somebody. No, I've never been one to go speeding around, even when I was in my teens. My mama raised me better than that. Some people can do it, some people can't. And they're working on these new properties here. Sorry about all that dust. But I'm so tired of people not knowing how to drive. And then when you try to pass them in a passing zone, they speed up. Like, no, you ain't gonna get ahead of me. That's dangerous as all get out. I was actually hoping to catch one of these people on a curve, doing like they always do. I mean, it's bad. I don't drive in a big city for good reason. I will drive on the interstate. I don't have a problem with that. But not around a big city. Unless it's Nashville, and I've been doing that for a few years now. When I do have to go down to Nashville and have to take the interstate, yeah, I do it. But I am so tired of risking my life because we have idiots who will ride you, and that means, by the way, a good rule of thumb is to be at least 3 seconds behind the person ahead of you. Oh wait, how do you know if you're 3 seconds? When their ass end of their vehicle passes a pole, mailbox, something that you can see what it is and start counting. 1,000, 2, 1,000. If you don't get to 3 1,000 before the front end of your car hits it, you're too close. Too damn close. Yeah, I'm ranting because I take this route every day. 90% of the time I will retrace this route the other way when I go to work. I take this route when I go home. But this is pretty right through here. We got a nice little tunnel going on here. Now I've seen deer this time of the day coming down across here. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not fun trying to stop before you hit the deer that's standing there going, what? Driving a vehicle, you have to remember, you have to be responsible. That big chunk of, well, if it's older, it's metal. If it's newer, it's mostly fiberglass. Except the engine, and sometimes that's aluminum, which really sucks. I forget which vehicles did that. Anyway, if you're in just a regular vehicle, you got probably at least 1,000 pounds worth of weight that you're rolling around. And you can really hurt somebody. You can really hurt a lot of somebody's. Keep it between the lines. I don't care if you're in a curve or not. Keep it between the lines. Don't be a danger to oncoming or traffic by being too slow. Don't speed because you don't know what's going to come out in front of you. Dim your high beams at night when you are 100 feet or less behind a person, or when you see oncoming traffic. Always drive safe because you want to get home in one piece, preferably in a reasonable time frame that would normally take to get home. You can get home, but you don't want to have to stay in the hospital before that. So for the sake of yourself and the people who love you, be responsible. And on that note, y'all have yourselves a good night.